join me in welcoming the Earthly Heart Soul of Serenity Retreat, my dear friend, Kathy Eason. My wonderful husband, Mike, 35 years, for supporting me, and our super creative daughter, Melissa, who designed this event. And I'm so grateful to all of you all for supporting Serenity Retreat this morning. May God be glorified this morning as we fill you all in on the things that He's been doing. I have to get my notes out because I have to do this in under 5 minutes, and I'm a talker. So, good morning. Like Kathy said, my name is Johnny Hamilton, and I cannot tell you how honored I am. I feel like such a little tiny piece of this story of what Serenity Retreat has done and is continuing to do. I was able to, receive truth from the Lord. So remember, this was my first prayer session, so I'd never received transformation prayer before. So I couldn't have even dreamed how God could possibly reveal truth to me in such a horribly painful memory. These simple words. Lord, what do you want Jonna to know? It felt like forever for my mind to calm down enough to actually be still to hear what God might have for me. But it was, as soon as it did, it was crystal clear. I did have you. I woke your mom up. I did protect you, and I was there. So I've shared this memory with a few people over the years, but one piece of the memory I had not given much attention to until he reminded me of it during that prayer. And this is how I knew it was personal. It was just to me. It was a custom Jonna message. And it was in Jonna language that, it was undeniably from the Lord. So the night of the fire was a very cold night, and I remember feeling so scared and cold. It was really cold, and I was just so lonely. And in the midst of the chaos, there's firemen, there's my mom's freaking out, everybody's screaming. It's just a mess. Neighbors are out, everybody's, it's a whole ordeal. And I'm just standing there in shock, And so, in the midst of all of that chaos, there was one fireman. And he noticed me, he did. And he put his coat on me. He noticed that I was kind of shivering, and he put his coat on me, and he put his arm around me, and he sat beside me on the curb for a long time. Like everybody else is running around, and he was sitting beside me. And as we all are human, we remember the bad things. But the Lord brought that back to my memory, and He reminded me, and He told me as clear as a bell, that was me. I was there. I was the fireman. And He brings beautiful things out of ashes. And this memory brought me so much pain for so many years. And I can honestly say that it doesn't anymore. It's something that it reminds me, thinking back to that night, what used to be so painful now is a memory that I remember His goodness and how He did protect me and provided for me in that night. He was my shield. So since the Lord showed me this truth, I have seen the results. It's not just a one-time event, and it hasn't been just a one-time event. I've seen it time and time again in my relationships. I've seen a huge difference in my response. That if somebody is leaving, or if somebody is having a bad day, and their humanness is coming out in all kinds of different ways, I can let them have their human moment, and it not feel like it's a direct hit, or it's pointed at me. And I have to share one concrete example of how I know it has had an impact. Recently, my 12-year-old daughter has transitioned from homeschooling to public school. 7th grade girl in junior high. You can imagine struggles that we have faced. So we've been processing through all of the challenges and the real life struggles that she's dealing with. And in a recent conversation, she said, "Mom, don't worry. We will get through this." You just need to keep going to that transformation prayer thing. Teach me how to do it, and we will get through this. Thank you so much, Jonna.
I came away from those sessions completely healed of all this baggage. I'm going to repeat that. I came away completely healed. Amen. And the other thing about it is, I feel His presence here today. I feel it.